I never thought my own life would one day turn into a horror story. At that time, I lived alone. My house was small, sitting at the very edge of the city, forest behind it, an empty road in front. There were very few people around, and when night fell, the entire area became strangely silent. I worked the night shift. When most people were asleep, I was awake. This upside-down routine slowly began to change me. The nights felt long, the silence felt heavy, and many times I felt like I wasn't alone. That's why I installed security cameras around my house. At first, everything was normal. Cars passed by, dogs walked around, sometimes a cat. I didn't pay much attention. Notifications came, I checked them, then forgot about them. Everything changed in one night. The clock showed 2:37 a.m. I was in the kitchen making coffee when my phone vibrated. Motion detected. Front camera. Annoyed, I opened the app. The screen showed my front door. The porch light was on. Everything looked normal. Then I noticed something at the edge of the frame. Not a full person. Just a shoulder and part of an arm. It wasn't moving. According to the camera, it was standing close enough that another notification should have triggered. But it didn't. I stared at the screen for almost a minute. Then, slowly, it stepped forward. A man. Tall, dark clothing, his face turned toward the camera. He didn't knock. He didn't ring the bell. He just stared. Then he leaned in, slowly, so close that his face filled the entire screen. The video cut off. I told myself, wrong house, probably drunk. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't call the police. 2 nights later, another notification came, this time from the side camera. Timestamp, 3:11 a.m. The footage showed someone walking back and forth beneath my living room window, slowly, over and over again. In real life, I heard nothing, no footsteps, no rustling leaves. Then he stopped, lifted his head, looked straight at the window. I immediately turned off all the lights inside the house. I barely breathed. After a few seconds, he disappeared into the darkness. The next morning, I watched both videos again. That's when my chest tightened. Both times, he had come from the direction of the forest. I started locking every door and window. I stayed awake until sunrise. Still, I kept telling myself I was overthinking everything. Then the third incident happened. This time, it wasn't my camera. I was at work when a woman from the neighboring house messaged me. She said her camera had caught something strange, something I needed to see. When I opened the video, my hands started shaking. Time, 2:52 a.m. An empty road. Then, from the shadows, someone stepped out. It was him. He walked up to my house and stopped in the middle of the road. He didn't move for a long time. Then he slowly raised his hand and pointed at my front door. Not angrily, not in a rush. Calm. The video ended. That night, I didn't go home. A week later, during the daytime, I went back just to collect my clothes. Everything looked normal. Nothing was broken. That same night, another notification appeared. 1:59 a.m. The camera turned on. No one was there. Then the audio picked something up. Breathing. Very close. Then he entered the frame. His clothes were wet. His hair stuck to his face. And he was smiling. Not a normal smile. His mouth was stretched too wide. He leaned down and whispered, "I know you're watching." The camera went offline. The police came. They found nothing. Within 2 weeks, I left that house. Months later, out of curiosity, I reinstalled the app. That's when I found old footage I had never seen before. A shadow, a reflection, and one final video. Time, 2:11 a.m. My front door. From inside the house. The camera hadn't even been installed yet. And yet, someone was watching. If this story chilled you, subscribe to The Haunted Echo, because the echoes never fade.